The internet is a vast resource that has layers upon layers of information and is full of mysterious websites, videos and images. 4chan is a forum site where users can post photos and messages anonymously. Some of these posts have been bizarre and others just downright creepy. Here are 5 strange things that were posted on 4chan that still need an explanation. So hit those lights, sit back and enjoy. QAnon. It began on 4chan in October 2017 when an anonymous user posted a message. They referred to themselves as Q Clearance Patriot. The post was titled Calm Before the Storm, which is a reference to a mysterious speech made by Donald Trump at an assembly of US military leaders. No one knows whether Q is an individual or a group of people, but they use Q as a code name for their posts, and they claim to have high-level security authorization. The posts contain cryptic clues about the truth behind Trump's presidency. The using of the letter Q refers to someone having top-level clearance. The truth, according to Q, is that Trump is fighting a secret cabal of elite people who include families such as the Obamas and the Clintons, Hungarian-American billionaires George Soros, as well as members of the mainstream media. Q says that this corrupt conglomerate looks only to further its own interests and wealth, regardless of the damage caused to the ordinary people of the United States. It even goes as far as accusing several Hollywood stars, as well as some Democratic politicians, as being part of a global paedophile ring. It also has suggested that all mass shootings in the US are false flag attacks, and that the Rothschild banking family is involved in Satanism. QAnon is very popular amongst Trump supporters, who believe that he is trying to change America from the inside by purging the establishment. The danger is that some people have taken their belief in the Q conspiracy to extremes, like Matthew Wright, who was charged with terrorism for using an armoured vehicle and touting an AR-15 rifle in order to hold up traffic on the Hoover Dam. Wright demanded that the Inspector General should release his report into the Hillary Clinton email inquiry. Fortunately, no one was hurt during the incident, but later, Wright wrote letters to Donald Trump from prison that included the phrase, "For where we go one, we go all," which is the motto of QAnon. It's not the first time that the establishment has been accused of collusion in sex rings. In March 2016, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta, had his emails hacked. Conspiracy theorists stated that some of the emails contained coded messages linking Comet Ping Pong Pizzeria in Washington, D.C., with organised gangs of human trafficking and paedophilia. The allegations were quickly spread all over social media. The restaurant's owners and several members of staff were subjected to death threats, and in December 2016, Edgar Welch entered the pizzeria and fired 3 shots into the air. When arrested, he told police that he was trying to investigate the sex ring claims. Once again, luckily no one was hurt, and police found that there was no truth in the allegations whatsoever. It's a cautionary tale of the disasters that may be caused when spreading false information through the platform of social media, if this is the case. And maybe that is the real danger. It's scary to think of how easily an idea can gather momentum on the internet and how quickly things can go wrong. Many people think that Q's theories are crazy, but some believe that it's an official working from inside the White House. Whoever Q is, their true intentions are still unknown. The Ossuary. An anonymous user began to upload captioned photos on 4chan. He began by saying that his maternal grandfather had died at the age of 89. His grandfather had served in the Navy during World War II and was mentally affected from what he experienced during that time. The poster's grandmother died suddenly in 1965, and after this, his grandfather became paranoid, believing that nuclear war with the Russians was imminent, so he began to build a fallout shelter on his land. The poster has never been in the shelter before, but decided to go and search inside for any items that could be sold in his grandfather's estate sale. His first photo was of the entrance to the shelter. Further uploads show the poster going deeper into the shelter. There does not appear to be anything of great interest, just a rusty old toilet and lots of rubbish strewn around. Then he came to a large door that had been reinforced with barbed wire, and behind the door was a chamber that contained religious images and faces carved out of the limestone rock. There was even one carving that was an obvious representation of a skull. In the centre of the chamber, the poster found what he believed to be a large human bone jutting out of the floor. He thought it looked as though it had been dumped there and then hastily covered with concrete. The user uploaded the coordinates of the shelter, but mysteriously both that image and then the thread were deleted. So who carved the faces? Was it the poster's grandfather? Or was the chamber there for many years and his grandfather found it? And who do those bones belong to? Is this post even genuine or just a great hoax? What do you think? Seana Maynard. In August 2015, someone posted on the B random board of 4chan. He revealed that he had killed several women. He told other users that if they could guess the names of the women, then he would post their photographs. He posted, "I have killed several women for pleasure. If you can guess a name of any of these women, I will upload their photo. No more than 10 names per post. Any more than that will be ignored." He went on to say that the first girl he had killed had an unusual name, and that readers would find it difficult to guess, so he would post a photo for free. He said that he had taken some before and after death photos, whenever he could, and if all of the women's names were guessed, then he would show everyone where he had dumped a body in 1999. Of course, users thought the whole thing was a hoax. After all, the date on the photo was wrong, but several of them began guessing names anyway. Altogether, 4 photographs were posted. One woman was identified from the photos as Seana Maynard. Her body was found on Blue Diamond Road in Las Vegas in April 1998. She was 17 years old at the time of her death and had been shot several times. Her killer had never been caught. A month later, the same person returned to 4chan to post another photo. The image contained a piece of paper with the writing, "I'm back," and the date. The photo was of a man whose eyes were hidden by a piece of paper. The man was covered in blood, and the caption read, "Dying, dying." Later he posted another photograph showing the man from a different angle. The caption read, "Dead." He also posted new images of female victims as well as the caption, "I will be back in a month to finish our game." He has never posted on 4chan since, and it's thought that he now posts on the deep web, although this has never been proven. 4chan users contacted the FBI, who were unable to investigate further, as 4chan does not release any IP addresses, even to the police. So elaborate hoax or an actual serial killer, who at this time could be still out there. What do you think? Deeper. In 2016, a link to a channel was posted in code on 4chan. The channel seemed to contain just a jumbled collection of short video clips, but codes were embedded in the videos and text. Just a few days after Deeper was uploaded onto YouTube, a post appeared in hexadecimal code on 4chan's random board forum. The code, once deciphered, revealed sections of H.G. Wells' book, The War of the Worlds, and had a link to the Deeper channel. Chillingly, other codes embedded in the videos have been translated. One translates to secati sent, which is Latin for they followed. Another is colmus, which means stalk. The anonymous poster continued to upload more videos on YouTube whilst posting coded links on 4chan. The videos are shot from a first-person point of view. Most of them only last for a few seconds and contain distorted sounds as well as creepy visuals. They are extremely unsettling. When some of the videos were decoded in a spectrogram, they revealed the names of several females who had either been found murdered or are missing, presumed dead. Most of the named victims are from cases carried out in Colorado in the 80s and 90s and have never been solved. One such victim was 15-year-old Stephanie Bauman, whose body was found lying in a ditch in 1980, and Karen Oglira, aged 23, whose body was found in a field in 1988. Although the most recent video code to be solved revealed the name Patricia Cordova, who had been missing since February 2005. Some of the videos seem to show activities relating to the execution of a murder, such as body dump sites or the cleaning of a murder scene. One even shows what looks like an actual body. No one knows what the link is between Deeper and the murdered or missing women. So what, or rather who, is Deeper? Some people believe that the channel has been made by a serial killer who is either taunting us or giving us clues to his skills. Others think that the channel could be an art project or some sort of alternative reality game. No one really knows, and that's the scary part. Alex from Tennessee. Another mystery that began on the notorious B-Random forum of 4chan. On the 24th of April 2013, a post appeared which provided coordinates and a map showing a specific site where the poster said a prize could be found. The location was an abandoned warehouse in Elizabethton in Tennessee. Members of 4chan were skeptical, believing that the whole thing was probably a scam, so the poster uploaded an unsettling photo of what looked like a mummified hand in order to grab their attention further, and asked why nobody was coming to see it. By now, it became obvious that the prize was the chance to see a dead body. Annoyed that still nobody was taking him seriously, the creepy guy posted another photograph showing the spine and pelvis of the remains. He then said that this was not the prize because his friend moves, and uploaded a photo showing the prize wrapped in a black plastic bag. The last image from the poster contained the caption, "Someone come," with another photo of the plastic bag. But this time, a hand was seen holding what looked like a post-it note. It was 5 days later when a new poster appeared and declared that he was going to go and find the prize. He said his name was Alex, and he was going to upload photos and post the progress of his treasure hunt live on the forum. He must have made contact with the mysterious first poster, because Alex said that he had arranged to meet at the location, but that Alex was going to arrive early to scout out the place first. His first photograph showed him going down some stairs into an underground room of some sort. Alex uploaded a photo of some jars and other paraphernalia that was on the floor, noting that it looked as though he had indeed got there first before the creepy original poster. He went through a door at the bottom of the stairs and continued to post photographs of his surroundings. He noted that the room had no constructed floor, walls or ceiling, and was made from dirt. He also noted that the room smelled bad, and that he thought that he had heard the creepy guy arriving, so he went back upstairs for a look, but there was no one there. Alex went back down to continue his search and was confused when he came across a lot of fairly new wiring lying around. Why would there be new wiring in such a dirty old place? Obviously spooked now, Alex thought he had heard rustling but was brave enough to stay put. Eventually he came across a black plastic bag and admitted that he was afraid, but he opened it anyway. Inside he found what appeared to be a small mummified animal and a plastic plate which had a strange poem written on it. There was also a hard drive wrapped up in the folded plate which Alex put in his pocket. The poem read, "Plate's a date, a very important mate, you shouldn't have come here, I lied." Alex carried on emptying the bag and was very afraid when it began to move. He found a poor possum that had been tied up and placed inside several bags. When Alex tore the bags open, the possum ran away. He carried on looking around and came across some prescription pills and a mailbox that contained what looked like dead animal remains. Finally he found something very large wrapped in plastic and duct tape. He also heard a car pulling up outside. Panicked, Alex knew that he couldn't leave the way he had arrived, so he decided to get out through what he thought was a crawl space, or some sort of window opening that he could see. But it turned out to be neither, so Alex had to turn around and leave by the only exit, the main door that he had entered when he arrived. That was Alex's last post. He has not been heard from since. So true story, or just another elaborate hoax? Let us know what you think in the comments. That's 5 4chan mysteries that have no explanation. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.